Hi, today we are going to apply Newton's second law in a multi-body system. So if you look at this question, you can see that there are two masses here, 3m and 1m. And what we can do is to look at these two masses as though as they are just one giant 4m system. And we will ask these two questions. Number one, what are the driving forces that makes the system roll off the table? Okay, so if you look at this system, the only reason why the whole system will slide off the table is because there's this gravitational force of that 1m object pulling and dragging the whole system down off the table. Now, the second question that you can ask yourself is, for this big system, is there any external force that prevents the system from falling off the table? Usually, this will be the friction caused by the 3m object resting on the table. In this case, the question tells us that frictional force is 0, so we can safely ignore this frictional force. Now, after we have set up the free body diagram of this multi-body system, the next thing to do is to find out the acceleration of the system. So we can just apply Newton's second law on the 4m system, and your net force on the 4m system is the total mass times the acceleration of the system. In your FBD, when we deconstruct the net force, when you sum up all the forces, you realize that the only force acting on the 4m system, the only external force acting on the 4m system is simply just mg. Now, when we use this technique of looking at a multi-body system, we can safely ignore all internal forces within the system. For example, the tension in the string is considered an internal force within the 4m system that doesn't affect how the whole system accelerates. So we will therefore be able to ignore all these internal forces. If we complete the working, we realize that the acceleration of the big system is 1/4g, and therefore we have figured out what the question wants us to find. Now I can extend this question to figure out what is the tension force in the string, and that can be done very, very easily by either looking at the 3m mass or the 1m mass. So if I look at the 3m mass, the only force acting on the 3m mass is tension force. And from here, if we apply Newton's second law again on this 3m mass, the net force equals to 3m times acceleration. With the net force being just the tension force, we can then sub in the same value of acceleration to figure out what is the value of tension force. I can do the same method using the 1m object also, but just be careful. On the 1m object, there is a tension force on it, and at the same time there is a gravitational force on it.